Next poem is called Good Usable Items. You might recognize the person that this is about. Good Usable Items. My husband chortles as I pick up rocks on our walk. He gives me that over-the-glasses look, like the one at the concert on Friday, when the orchestra directors shook maracas and danced in Hawaiian shirts as their students soberly played. That look reserved for adults acting undignified. How is this different than your boulevard shopping, I ask. Every spring for 2 weeks, the houses in town belch out discarded items that wait on the boulevards to be picked up by city personnel free of charge, or recyclers like my husband. They're good usable items, he says, like the inkjet printer we're still using, and the bicycle wheels on our garden cart. These rocks are useful tools, I tell him. I use them as mulch and to protect new plants from the mower and the dog. They're easy to find this time of year before the brome grass buries them. If they're too big to carry, I roll them under the fence, so farmers mowing this ditch won't break a sickle blade. I sometimes see people carry weights in both hands as they jog on the bike trail. This is good weight-bearing exercise to improve my bone density, I say, as I alternately flex my arms and lift the rocks over my head. A friend of mine once asked her husband to give her a 4-foot rock for their lawn as an anniversary present. He gives me another look as he trudges along, his jacket pockets bulging with 20 pounds of rocks he's carrying for me. And this next poem is about being a mom. Both my kids are grown up, but it's an adventure being a mom. Postpartum Blues. Late term, I could feel him startled when I turned on the blender. A week later, I brought him home. My hair came out by handfuls as my body readjusted. I recovered from a C-section, nursed a baby, learned that mother is a verb. Now, when I give him a quick kiss on the cheek, I encounter whisker stubble. People mistake him for his father on the telephone. I put my arm around him in church and can feel his rhythmic breathing like the first time I heard his heartbeat, sounding an ocean away under my heart. Today I put a young man's photo in a frame on top of 11 school pictures and learned that mother means let it go. We'll do a little lighter one this time. Rhubarb Time. I dig through a box of mom's stuff in the basement to look for her recipe so my son can make rhubarb pie for his girlfriend. I find mom's old rusted metal toolbox filled with recipes torn out of newspapers, written on napkins, and on blank receipts from the luncheonette where she worked as a cook. She saved most of her wages to help pay for our college education. Here's one for 4 cookies from Mom. Good. Oh look, here's a letter I wrote to her after I'd been married for a year, with recipes for whole wheat applesauce muffins and baked winter squash. My gosh, how many zucchini recipes does she have? Zucchini cake, chocolate zucchini cake, zucchini bread, zucchini cookies, zucchini casserole, zucchini jam, and zucchini banana brunch bread. She'd love to try new recipes. At the bottom, on clean white cards, I find the directions for West Coast green beans and Pancho's Mexican Frito casserole. She always said that she was going to travel and buy lots of new clothes for herself when all of us kids finished college. I guess my final poem is one that was inspired by 2 of Mary Oliver's poems, Tides, and the poet compares human nature to the ocean from which we came. Another ocean. I read her poems about the sea and wish that I lived near one, until I remember the wind that weaves soil, grass, and sky, the design of fox and pheasant tracks in the snow, and the owl I hear at night, who leaves fierce signs of its hunting nearby, and my silent ski trail that the wind erases through the prairie,